Hey guys, I'm back with chapter 4. December 14th, Wednesday, 1:15 p.m. Turns out we couldn't just ignore them. We tried. Really, we did. School, theater, homework. We focused on anything but the rips. But they just kept multiplying. You'd see one on the way to class, or hovering above a stop sign, or hovering in the back corner of your living room, like a bad dream that refused to fade. They weren't just out there anymore. They were everywhere. Most of us stopped driving altogether. No one really wanted to be the unlucky soul who drove straight through a rip and vanished. Astrid even quit running because her usual route had so many holes it looked like Swiss cheese. And she never missed a run. So yeah, ignoring them? Total fail. By Friday, we met up in our usual lunch hallway. The space was smaller now. 3 rips had appeared this week, alone, one just minutes before lunch. Watching a new one form was unsettling. The air crackled like lightning, a shimmer in space itself, and the black void would stretch open like reality tearing at the seams. And it didn't shimmer. It didn't reflect. It just was. They're everywhere, Bee said, rubbing their temples. I saw 5 of them on the way to school this morning. One was in someone's mailbox. We're running out of places to sit, Dahlia muttered, eyes eyeing the black rip now looming just a few feet away. So we can't just ignore them. But we need answers, Aiden said, arms crossed, because I don't know about you, but I don't like living in some glitchy simulation. What do you think is causing this? Noah asked, looking genuinely worried. Some kind of breakdown in the laws of physics? A collapsing dimension? A time fracture? I don't know, I said. Allie perked up. Hey, I know someone who might have a clue. Who? I asked her. Follow me, Allie said, standing up. Allie led us to the science lab, where a girl named Lila Morgan sat at a table, hunched over her laptop, typing at warp speed a stack of notes sitting beside her. Allie pushed open the door to the science lab. Hey, Lila. She looked up and smiled. Oh, hey, Allie, what's up? Did those notes help with the test? Yeah, totally, but that's not what we're here for. My friend's got a question for you. It's a bit of a science thing. She motioned towards me. I stepped forward. Hi, I'm Max. You're kind of the school's science genius, right? She raised an eyebrow, clearly amused. I'll take that as a compliment. What's the question? So, hypothetically, what would happen if the world started ripping, like actual holes appearing in reality everywhere, like someone had poked a pin through the planet over and over again? Lila blinked. Well, that's weirdly specific. Humor me, I said, crossing my arms over my chest. She grinned, and then launched into a full science mode. Well, if the space-time was literally tearing, then a catastrophic destruction would follow it. The gravitational instability alone would shred anything nearby, buildings, people, the ground itself. Eventually, the planet's structure integrity would collapse. You get cascading into spatial implosions. Earth would become unstable. Kai stared at her. Could you, dumb that down? Lila shrugged. Basically, the holes would suck everything in and destroy the planet. Oh, I said, voice tight. Cool. Awesome. Great. Any reason you asked me these things? She said, looking at me skeptically. Nope, no reason, I said flatly. Thanks, Lila, Allie added quickly. That really helped. We left the lab in stunned silence. So, Bee said slowly, does this mean we're actually dealing with, the end of the world? No one was sure, and nobody really wanted to answer. I say we go in, Allie said to the group, breaking the silence. Everyone turned to look at him, like he had lost his mind. We'd gone back to our lunchbox, talking in a vague circle about the rips, whether the world was collapsing, whether this is real, and Ellie just decided to drop that. You what? Danny asked, eyebrow raised. Think about it, Ellie said, sitting forward. The world falling apart, it makes no sense. If those things are coming from somewhere, meaning there's something on the other side of this. Shouldn't we find out what's on the other side? Yeah, Doris said sharply, but maybe not by walking into them. Well, Max already stuck his hand into one, and, he didn't implode, Noah said, backing up Ellie's argument. So maybe it's not instant death? Putting your hand in is different than stepping through, Aiden snapped. We don't know what's on the other side. We don't even know if there's air or gravity. If it's, I don't know, hell. Monsters? There are monsters, I said quietly. We've seen them. The group fell silent. We can't just do nothing, Astrid said. If we sit around waiting, we'll be picked off one by one. Finn nodded slowly. What if some of us go in at once and some of us stay behind? That way we're not risking it all at once. But Danny shook his head. No way. We don't split up. Have any of you watched a horror movie? Everyone agreed without saying it. Splitting up was a death sentence. Then we vote, I said. Who says we go in? I raised my hand first. Allie, Astrid, Noah, Ellie, B, Kai, and Finn followed me. 8 hands. Dory, Dahlia, and Aiden didn't move. Well, I said, trying to sound more confident than I felt, that's majority. We meet at the basketball court. 6 o'clock. Don't be late, and definitely no chickening out. Back at my house, Finn and I were getting ready. My parents had left a note on my bedroom door, like always. Max, Anna's at a friend's. We'll be back around midnight. If Finn's over, no funny business. Love, Mom. Finn snorted when he read the letter. Funny business? What does she think we're gonna do? Summon demons? She wouldn't be wrong, I said, muttering, half laughing as I tossed the gear into my backpack. Rope, flashlight, knives, first aid kit, lighter. What else? I asked, rummaging around. I was thinking about the rifle. I turned slowly to Finn. The one in my dad's safe? Yeah. Then get it. I guess if something's gonna attack us, I don't want to go in empty-handed with no way to shoot back. Finn nodded. The code's my mom's birthday. Ammo should be in there too, I added. Few minutes later, Finn emerged, holding up the rifle and a small bag of bullets. You sure we're ready? He asked, setting them in my bag. Nope, I said, but I did say no chickening out. We layered up and walked back to the school, the wind cutting through our jackets like knives. You really think there's something on the other side? Finn asked, taking my hand. I don't know, I admitted, but we've seen things come out of it, so there's gotta be something. He squeezed my hand. Whatever happens, I got you. I looked at him. You're trying to comfort me, but I think you're actually just talking to yourself. Shut up, he muttered, grinning. Make me, I retorted. He did. It was just a quick kiss, but it left my brain scrambled. Before I could come up with some comeback, somebody yelled from behind us, Dude, get a room! I turned to see the rest of the group had arrived. Some were covering their eyes dramatically, others stared at us like, Really? Now? Well, Finn said, turning to them, we're all here. Let's get moving. Ellie approached the rip first. Guess this is it, he said, letting out a shaky breath. See y'all on the other side. He took 2 steps into the hole before vanishing. B followed right after, flashing a grin, and they vanished into the blackness. One by one, the rest of us went in. Allie, Astrid, Noah, Danny, Kai, Dahlia, Dory. Finn stepped halfway through and then held his hand out to me. I turned to Aiden, who hadn't moved, his arms crossed and jaw tight. Come on, I said. No chickening out. I still think this is a bad idea, he muttered. If we die, it's on you, Max. I gave him a half smile. Then come with us and prove me wrong. He glared, but grumbled. Fine, but if I die, I'm haunting you. I took Finn's hand and stepped through the void. We thought we were ready. We thought we were prepared. But nothing could have prepared us for this. Alright, that was chapter 4. Hopefully I'll have chapter 5 out tomorrow. And yeah, comment if you enjoy these. Love you!